Who is King Sean is live.
YouTube, what's up? It's Who is King Sean, and we're back again with another banger. I got a quick video today on updates that's going on that everybody should need to know about. If you are considering and applying in the American Express Platinum card. Now, this card is a great card, I would have to say. I had this card probably roughly about 5 years. But again, I noticed a lot of people are excited to get this credit card, but really don't understand how to use this credit card. Now we got an update, and it's kind of going to be crucial for people that understand how to use this card the proper way. A lot of times people are, just excited to get this card and they don't understand how to use it. We're gonna break that all down. But before we get into it, I wanna let you know that you can get this card. You can do a pre-approval without it impacting your credit score. I know a lot of people are always asking about that. So you can see if you could get pre-approved for this card. It's always help if you already in the family of American Express. But what kind of score that you're gonna need to get approved for this card? I will have to say on the lowest end, you need to have at least a 690 credit score on the low end. What credit bureaus will they be looking at? Well, they work exclusively with Experian. So hopefully you don't have a lock or you don't have a freeze on that credit bureau. So it'll be an automatic denial if you do that pre-approval, right? So you might be saying, what is the update? What is the update? So when I got approved for this card, right before I got approved for this card was going for $550 annually, right? We're gonna get into it so you can get an understanding of this card, because I don't want people going out applying for this card and get it, then it backfires because you don't know how to use this card the proper way, so it could benefit you, right? So when I got approved for this card, it was previously going for $550 a year. Before that, it was like $450 a year, right? But when I got approved for it, my annual fee was $695. Now you might be saying, to pay for a credit card, $695, this is outrageous, this is mind blowing, what are you doing, what are you talking about, right? But again, if you know how to use it. So you get a card like this, you're not gonna use it for everyday use. You're not gonna use it for groceries, gas, restaurants, because you're not gonna get the most points out of it. So if you're gonna be paying a high annual fee, you wanna use it the proper way. So yes, they recently, just last month, increased that annual fee from $695 to $895. Now you might be saying that is outrageous. That's almost $1,000 to have a card paying an annual fee. Walk with me, bear with me. But you got to take advantage of the reward points. You got to use it the proper way. So earn 80,000 membership points right after spending $8,000 in the first 6 months. Now you might be saying again, this is a lot of money. I'm not going to spend $8,000 in the next 6 months. But this card is used for mostly people that travel. So for me, I'm traveling. I'm always on the airplane. I like to go on cruises. I like to do these different things. So I'm always booking hotels. I'm always booking rentals. I'm always booking something. So this is what this credit card is for. Now, another thing, I recently had somebody I was working with that got approved for this card, and they was using it for a year, right? So when they got approved for it, they was going out again, using it for groceries, and they was only getting 1 point for every dollar used. And they didn't understand this is more for a traveling card. That's when you gain your more reward points, right? So let's scroll right down. But again, you can get this card with a pre-approval. So if you're interested in that. Now, you have to use this card if you want to gain. So let's just say right here, 5 points on flights and hotels, right? So let's say I go book an airline ticket, right? Through whoever it may be, Delta, whatever it may be, right? American Airlines. And you go directly through them and you use this card, right? You're still not gonna get that 5 points per dollar use. You have to go through right here. Let me highlight this. book on American Express Travel. So you got to go through the American Express Travel portal to do all these bookings to get those high reward points. I want you to understand that, because people out here using this card and not using it the proper way, and you're not getting it. So if you go through a rental service to rent a car and stuff like that, and you go directly to them and you charge it with this card, you're not going to get those points. Everything you do when it comes to booking has to go through American Express Travel. That's how you got to do it. Now, so that clears that up. Now, the airport lounge, which I love to use when I'm traveling. You could go in there, they give you a free meal, you can have some drinks, they got alcohol beverages that you could get for free. They have chairs, sofas, recliners, and depending where you at, some of these lounges, you can take a shower. So you could get in there, take a shower, change, if you go into a meeting, whatever it may be. So I use this a lot. And then for me, I'm a big Eagles fan. So when I want to go to some of the sky boxes, I could take advantage. I could use this card and get a great discount. So again, then you're going to get that $600 hotel credit, and they will break it down. You're going to get that repayment of whatever that credit through statements monthly as it goes on. So now the first year, the one thing I can't say, they raised that $200 Uber cash, which is really good. Every month, if you have an Uber, you'll connect your Uber with them, add your card, and they will give you $15 each month statement credit, and they're going to give you that $20 extra in December. And every year after that, then it will be $120 one credit. So that'll be that. And then you're going to get that $200 airline credit. But again, you got to book everything through the American Express Travel portal. So let's take advantage of that, right? And so if you're using this card, to sum it up, because I did a full breakdown on when I got this card years ago, about a 20-minute video, and I don't want to take y'all through that, but I just want to let you know, you got to use this card the right way. Again, booking and doing everything through the portal. You can't just go in the store and use it. You're not getting no reward points, high reward points by using it like that. You want to get that 5 points per dollar. If you're looking for a card that do that. Now, let's just say, for instance, I want to show you this before I get out of here. This is very important. Now this card, so when I added my wife, it was $195. So what I did 2 years after that, because I was like, hey, I'm paying $695 and $195 every year. So it was a good amount of money, but I know how to use this card. So it's like this annual payment is for free every year. I don't pay it. When you add them reward points and you know how to use it the proper way, you cash those reward points and it pays the annual fees for itself and even more. So if you're looking for something that you could use every day and get reward points, you could go get this card. Now, this is my favorite card. This is my everyday card. Is the American Express Gold card right here. Now, why? Because you're going to get 5 points per dollar, every dollar you use on, let's break this down, all restaurants, groceries, flights, your everyday living. You're getting high reward points, so you want to use some. Now, when I applied for this annual fee was $250. So again, that raised up to $325. Now, if you remember, about 2 years ago, I did a video, how did I get 1.7 million reward points with American Express Gold? Is because I use this card for everything. I saved all those points. I recently, in the last year, cashed that out, and it was definitely a nice check. I got deposited in my account, but it took me a little bit to get those reward points. Cause a lot of people's mind blow. How did I get 1.7 million reward points? So like I said, I use it through travel every day. Grocery, paying my bills, property tax, anything I'm using to pay. I use this card. That's free money every year. Free money. I'm not even going to tell you how much. You do the math. 1.7 million reward points, and I changed it all to cash when I cashed it all out. So again, if you're looking for an everyday use card, this is the one that you want to have. This is in my wallet. This is what I'm using. When I first, years ago, when it came to traveling, I'm going to show you, I had this card right here. Let me cover up my information. This card, right? Again, the American Express Delta Skybox. This is another great card. If you're thinking about traveling, you could gain some good reward points by using it. But again, I don't use it as much because now when I'm traveling, I use mostly my Amex Platinum, so I could gain back all those reward points. So my point when I was telling you about this 195 when I added my wife, so if you want to add your spouse, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, what I did after the second year, I called them all. I played a little mind game. I said, hey, I want to cancel this card because, again, I'm paying already $6.95 for my American Express Platinum card, and I'm just going to cancel this card. And they said, hey, you've been with us for a lot of years. What can we do to keep you around and keep this card? I said, listen, I need this canceled at $195. And for the past 2 years now, I haven't paid no annual fee. So this second card is for free. So when my wife is using, I get all those reward points for free. You gotta use these cards to benefit you. Again, I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody get to that next level. So, but I just wanted to bring you that annual fee. It have went up to $8.95, but again, I don't pay anything because I know how to use this card. So that $8.95, even it jumped $200, is still gonna be for free because I'm always using this card for what it needs to be used for and get them great benefits, right? So again, if you got this card, tell me what you think. Get in the comments. Peace.